going to talk about the mini seasons. So, J Dog here, Johnny Duke, the old guy gamer, looking at the other mode that I really like, which is mini seasons. So, this is a brand new thing this year under single player modes, mini seasons. And this is the same sort of thing with the video that happens in um, the conquest map. You get, even though I've turned off the tutorials, it continues to try to give me these tutorials. So hopefully that gets fixed soon. It's a minor inconvenience, but so anyway, mini seasons. The difference between this and Conquest, the games are still 3 innings, which I enjoy, but you're playing, like it says, a mini season. So there are, all of these teams, as you can see the standings in the upper right, all these teams that you play, and kind of like real baseball, you get a couple of games. Well, I mean, baseball is normally 3 games, but with these ones, you're playing two. I think there's 28 games total, and you play each team twice or 3 times, something like that. I'd have to recount, but so you get to play the teams a couple of times in a couple of different series, home and away. It's probably twice home and away. That would make the most sense. And you go through and you play a season, and as you can see, the top 4 teams make the playoffs, which I have not got to yet, but I'm 6-1 in first place, and I'm about to start against I got the Kaiju up next. This team isn't too well. Another thing I do like, if you look at the players that are on this team, the best players are like 73 overall. Suzuki and their pitcher Joe Ryan. That's pretty much their best players. But some of the other teams, where are the Whales? I know that they're pretty. So you've got 88 overall Chase Utley and Vladimir Guerrero and Ryan Howard. Basically, they have like all of the diamonds that you could pick for the cover art or for that art, like in their team. So it's kind of like real baseball. Some of the lineups are pretty weak, and some of the lineups are strong. And you're gonna play each team twice, so your record will shake out at the end. So the Kaiju, like I said, are not. First of all, they have a great name. The Tokyo Kaiju, love it, great name, whoever picked it. But their team is pretty terrible. They're in last place overall in the standings, and much like Conquest, you have missions that you can accomplish by doing this. So when you win the whole thing, you're going to get an 89 overall Evan Longoria, which is decent. He's got good power, especially versus lefties. He's a good fielder. So again, just for doing it, you're going to get that. But there's a lot of stubs and experience points to win just by doing the championship, which is repeatable. So you can just sit here and keep doing this and keep earning 10,000 stubs, 5,000 experience points for the season. So that's pretty good. Again, playing the 28 games, not horribly time consuming. I mean, I'm almost halfway done with it, and I've still been doing a ton of the conquest. But you can also repeat this one, win the semifinals. You'll get, again, more stubs, experience points, and some icons. If you make the playoffs, you're going to get the prospect choice pack. If you hit 10 home runs with All-Star Series players, you get a choice pack as well. And then strike out 60 batters with flashbacks or legend players. Notice me, Senpai, notice me. You just have to beat 5 different teams for that one. That's super easy. Finish the regular season in at least second place. You'll get a show pack and more experience for that. And then this one is playing on All-Star difficulty or higher. Again, I'm playing on veteran right now just to kind of get through it, but I do plan on playing All-Star the next season just so I can get this reward done. Playing on Hall of Fame difficulty. And then I have not unlocked the mystery mission yet. I'm not sure what it is, but it's kind of cool. Hopefully I get to, at some point, see what that is. So, again, I'm going to jump in here. We are going to be at their stadium this time. And so here's the other thing that I really love about this compared to the normal Conquest version that I play. As you can see, Otani is out of gas. He pitched my last game, I'm not going to be able to start him. So much like regular baseball, you got to work through your various starters. And your relievers also are going to have different levels of energy based on how much you're using them. So I like that kind of realistic baseball feeling to it. So we're going to go with Clayton Kershaw for this game. I wish they kind of did the same thing with your fielders so that you were forced to use your bench a little bit more, because realistically you don't have to. But, again, maybe next year they'll add that in. I think that this mode should be pretty successful. I think the carryover like a real season is pretty cool, and statistics and stuff. So, so far I've enjoyed it, and I hope that it continues to grow. I could definitely see myself at a little bit of a Vladimir Guerrero issue down there at the bottom. I don't think they got a team of Vladimir Guerreros. If so, I might be in some real trouble.
Okay, all set to go. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Michael Young.
For New Hampshire, the shortstop.
So what do we got here? Four-seamer, cutter, circle change, and the curve.
A line to kick the pitch. Swing
And
and
he put it right down the middle.
No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead.
That's a good way to start the game.
So much for settling into
Nice
this
little
game.
tater right down the middle.
Courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what,
114 feet with that 108.2 exit velocity.
Here's the center fielder, Mickey Mantle. A wind of the pitch.
The center fielder, number 7.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field.
Right down the middle for me. It's too bad I missed that one.
Makes the play, and there's one away.
Chris flexing, sure ain't flexing in this one.
The next to hit, good contact guy, good defender. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties.
I wonder if Randy Johnson
Lifted
can hit
in
a
the
bird
air,
as
out
it's
to
flying
left,
by.
and he pulls up on it, and that's a hit. And now, Carlos Correa.
The second baseman.
The pitch. That one misses. Ball 1. Swing at a ball lifted to center field.
Just a little off on these.
2 down.
But hey, that's baseball. Nobody can hit everything every time.
Now the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is
able to hold off of the low changeup.
The organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
The next offering misses, and now 2-0. When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years.
It's always good to try to take a few pitches if you can, unless you get that one right down the middle like they
2 on now,
started
2 away.
the game with. But
down the third baseman, number 4. And that one in the air center field. Duggar under it. Makes the catch. And that is that.
all right.
We go to the bottom of the first. Leading off, Anthony Alton.
Kershaw's got today.
A wind of the pitch.
No left fielder.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike.
Like I said, I opened him in a pack. Kind of fun to see those diamonds in the pack.
Kershaw fires. Rolled softly.
Even though I'm not sure he's going to stay a diamond this season, we'll have to wait and see.
Kershaw out of the windup.
For those of you that don't know, the card overalls change with how they're doing in real life.
Bases. Now he'll turn for second. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Batting second.
Now batting Steven Duggar. In there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
Tag.
Here's Miguel Sano.
The
pitch. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out and a runner at second. And that one fouled off. Next offering way off the plate. Man at second. And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 2. Kurt Suzuki to step in. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. In the air, center field.
Well, either way, he's
pulls it down, and that's the inning. Pitching change here, James Hoyt. And he'll do his best to keep this close. And welcome back. Second inning set to go. Here's the power hitting catcher, MJ Melendez. Duggar makes the grab, 1 pitch and 1 out.
That one was right
now it's
down
the right
middle
fielder,
funny,
David Dahl.
Didn't get enough of it.
Right fielder, David.
So slider sinker.
And he deals. High fly ball.
I mean, I want to take some pitches, but they keep just letting them go right down the middle. So
and that one is
guess
going
we'll just
to
knock it out of the park. And now Dahl has hit that 500 player experience point mark that I needed, so I'm going to pick up an extra 500 points for the program, which is great. So I don't have to actually play him anymore, which is also pretty exciting.
1 down.
I'm not going to pitch it for Clayton Kershaw here because we're only in the bottom of the first.
The pitch.
Clayton.
And
bottom of the
that
second.
one popped
We
to
can
short.
pitch the second.
Castilla moving under this one. And
I want to try to get as much out of him as I can, again, to start getting him towards leveling up.
And now, Michael Young, homered to lead off the ball game.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there, he owns the home plate area.
Oh, two as he waves at that one.
Not a swing you want to watch again.
And that one almost got him.
Slider with that bad of a swing.
Next offering is in the dirt. Righty to the plate. In the air, right field. Velasquez makes the catch. And
so, bottom of the second.
Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the second. Hunter Alberto up to the plate. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Whips it to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Nelson Velasquez watches that one for a strike. Standing in here with one down. Wow, nice play.
Jim Edmonds gets on the ground for it.
He got him. Nicely done at first for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Josh Van Meter. And the pitch.
Looks like
so Clayton Kershaw is just about out of energy, so that's what I'm saying about this mode. The starters will not last long. If you get very long at bats, it's hard to get more than an inning out of them. But we're going to go to the third here. Maybe see if we can add on to this lead. Mickey Mantle goes.
It's his job to keep his team in the game.
Fastball, slider, change. Pretty typical.
The pitch. On the ground, right side. Can't glove it cleanly.
Mantle might beat it out. Yep. It's going to be an error or base hit.
Getting ready to hit. A guy who makes an impact not just at the plate, but also in the field. And a pitch. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Duggar moving back for this one. And puts the squeeze on that. And there's one down. Man at first. Digging in, Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 1.
Carlos Correa.
The pitch. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Nothing like a 2-0 count.
2-0. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 2-1. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in standing. The 2-1. The other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. And now Alex Verdugo. And he's already singled in this game.
Verdugo.
Fireizing back to work. Lifted in the air, right center field. Duggar gliding as he moves to his left. Makes the grab. Nice play.
Well, we didn't add to our lead, but we got a 2-0 lead
that is
the bottom of the third, so we will bring in our closer here. I set the game so that I don't have to warm people up. You don't get those extra tosses to like improve their pitch, but I don't really care. Let's see. I think we definitely want to bring in somebody who's going to throw against righties. So let's go with Rob Dibble.
Rob Dibble on to pitch here, and he'll work on holding this lead. And here it comes. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
See, one pitch, and he's already getting tired.
That clips the corner. The 1-1.
But they're 3-inning games, so I guess it makes sense. And nibble the corner. Or dibble the corner?
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 1-2 here. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's 1 down. Pinch hitter coming on now in the pitcher spot, Daniel Vogelback. Looking to start something with 1 gone. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Fought off foul.
The fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
The next pitch misses.
Not always a big fan of pitchers with long windups, but Dibble's been doing pretty well for me coming out of the bullpen.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
I prefer to pitch him when there's runners on base because then he doesn't do the long windup.
And a 1-2. Got him looking.
Ooh, got him looking.
And there are 2 outs. Anthony Alford digs in now.
Left fielder Anthony.
And a pitch.
Alford.
Ball 1, no strikes. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
It's funny, they won't swing at anything that's like right on the corner or just outside the zone. Man, you put him way outside the zone, man, he takes some terrible hacks.
Next pitch just misses. 2-2. 2-2
So
now.
Dibble's now completely out of energy.
And
luckily, we are going to finish the game.
Is the ball game.
In a 3-inning game, a 2-0
Didn't crush him, but hey, a win's a win. We're continuing to stay at the top of the standings with that win.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton.
Let's wrap this one up.
By.
So more XP earned. Like I said, Dahl's at 350 now. Young is not that far away, so I can take these guys out of my lineup. I don't know if I have other people that I need to work on right now, but if I do, I'm going to find a way to substitute them in and continue to do that grind because it says that it's only available for the first week. And that extra 500 just for playing a bunch of games with a guy, I mean, it's going to help push you to the very end, and every little bit helps, so it's worth doing. So my next game, as you can see, I'll be at the Singers. They also have a pretty bad lineup. They're currently in 4th place, but they're not a stellar team, it looks like, by any means. So, yeah, that is mini season. I like it. I'm going to definitely bounce back and forth between these 2 modes. Showdown just isn't my thing. I'll do it sometimes if I need the points. But you can also play full games against the computer. Sometimes that's fun as you can, always be the home team, whereas in Conquest you're always the away team. But these are the main modes of play that I'm going to use. They're going to help me grind. And I will say that in general, I mean, I like the game anyway. It's basically a reskin of last year when you get right down to it. There's not a ton of new stuff here, but it's enjoyable. This is probably the best sports game on the market, in my opinion. Basketball would be number two, but this is enjoyable, and I've played it a lot this weekend. I know I'm going to continue to play it. I'm really enjoying the games. I'm enjoying my time, and when more people get on and they start releasing more content, you can start to, or I'll start to pick some of this stuff up out of the marketplace. It's just right now, it's so outrageous because A, everybody's trying to complete their collections, and B, not everyone owns the game yet. And you know a lot of these prices are going to drop when the rest of the playing base shows up and more of these cards are released into the market. But um, there's definitely some cards like I want to pick up. Like I said, these are the art cards. I think they are so sharp. I've got the mantle obviously, but the next one I want to get is Ricky Henderson. But I think I need him to come down. I have the money. I mean, I have the stubs to buy it, but I don't want to spend 17,000 stubs on that. Like I said, I anticipate it's going to come down. I think you can still open them in packs. You may not be able to, but I think I saw somewhere that everything was kind of in packs. So I'm hoping more get into the market and price comes down, but we'll keep an eye on it. Ricky Henderson tends to do well for everybody because of his 99 speed and 99 stealing. I mean, you get him on base, and you pretty much are going to get to third no matter what. So you lead off, you either draw a walk or you get a little blue pit. You immediately have a guy on third, and then your second batter is just going to get a sac fly at the very least almost always. So he's on. If he gets on base, he's like an automatic I'm winning the game thing. So eventually I will pick him up, or maybe there'll be another Ricky Henderson that comes out. I chose this year to go with Mantle just because I kind of like more of his all-around ability. He hits for power and contact, and he can run, and his fielding's okay, not great. But I feel like every other year I kind of always go for Ricky Henderson, so I thought I'd try something new. I also like the Guerrero, and of course Randy Johnson, who is new to the game this year. So all in all, the game is enjoyable. There's not a ton of content yet, but that's okay. That's all coming. They do a great job of updating content as the season goes on. So I'm feeling really good about this. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll be putting a lot more videos up and doing some streaming. Sometimes I just put the streaming on while I'm playing, just so if anyone wants to watch the game, they can. But thank you for those of you that watched this video or tuned in for the stream. If you're a fellow grinder like me, this is the perfect game for that offline grinding. You can really earn just about everything in the game, and you can do it your way. So that's what we want more than anything. So I'll just say, keep on grinding, my friends.